Hi, I'm Cody. Life used to look a lot different for me. So, one day, I realized I needed a change. It has been a long, hard, and amazing journey. Welcome to my vlogs. Welcome to my life. Hey guys, what's up? I just want to do a little update. It's crazy to think that I am almost 2 years on testosterone. And, well, I've got like a month or so. My 2 years is December 11th. And that is so crazy to me. And changes are still happening, but they're happening slower. But it's kind of cool to like look back on pictures and still see that I'm, seeing progress and seeing changes. And whether it's fitness related or just like facial hair and things like that. Speaking of which, next month is November, and usually there's like a no shave November, and I gotta say, pretty disappointed in my facial hair. I do have, the chin pubes, and that is about all that's really kind of grown in, but all the hair on I just shaved today, so you can't really see anything at all, but all the hair on the sides of my face is just not really grown in. The mustache is still, like, it'll seem like it can grow, but it's still really soft, like fuzzy kind of. And on that, so I bought, I've heard a lot of good things, so I bought Minoxidil. I don't know how to pronounce this. I can't. It's like a limitation of my mouth, but I did buy this on Amazon for like 30 bucks, and it's a 6-month supply. I've heard good things about it, stimulating hair growth for facial hair for us trans men who are not so fortunate in the facial hair growth department. And that is kind of the one thing that I'm struggling with right now when it comes to seeing changes, is the facial hair. I kind of just wish I had a beard, and I always said that if I lost my hair that I would be okay if I had a beard, but I'm a little afraid I'm gonna lose my hair and not have a beard, and then I just have no security. I mean, I haven't lost my hair yet, but it's gonna happen. It's kind of inevitable. Like, baldness does run in my family, so it's just a matter of time. I have come to kind of accept that too. It's not something I'm as afraid of. It still sucks, not gonna lie, but I'm not really losing sleep over it. I did at one point though, definitely. I had dreams where I lost my hair and it was terrifying, but now I'm just like, whatever. I also wanted to update you guys on my Phalloplasty surgery. I'm having a lot of insurance issues with the reimbursement of my electrolysis, which I've had like 4 or 5 sessions now on this arm, and you can't really tell. It does leave little dots. Sometimes I get a little self-conscious about it just because it looks like I have a rash or something, but it's not too big of a deal. Electrolysis in itself kind of feels like a tattoo in a way. I've got a prescription for the numbing cream, but I always put it on wrong and it never works. So I've kind of just gotten used to the pain, and it's almost like you get that same rush after you get a tattoo, where you have like it's like that endorphin feeling because you've just been sitting through a lot of pain for a while. Well, it's not a lot, but yeah, I've gotten used to it, whatever. And so I've been going to electrolysis once a week, and hopefully that'll be enough by the time I get to June 13th for my forearm phalloplasty. And I was struggling a lot with having the scar, having to take the time off from my new love of bodybuilding and getting back on stage, because my surgery is in June, the next competition would be in August and October, somewhere around there. And I won't be able to compete with my surgery being so close to that date. So I was feeling really bummed, and like, I'm doing this bulk, and am I doing it for nothing? Am I gonna lose all my gains in June? But it occurred to me, I actually ran across this photo. I don't know why this pops in my head, but I ran across this photo on Instagram, and it was one of my favorite skateboarders growing up, and she tore her ACL, and she was injured and had to have surgery, like reconstructive ACL surgery, which is a big deal if you're an athlete. That's a long recovery road. I've had 2 knee surgeries, had to recover from that, and that wasn't easy, but I did that too. And it just kind of occurred to me that whether this is phalloplasty or a knee surgery, some other injury could prevent me from competing next year, and I can't put this surgery on hold just because I want to compete. And competition is always going to be there. This surgery might not always be there. I mean, it will be there, but the opportunity with insurance and the situation, it might not always be there in the same way. And I was looking at it as more of a choice, more of like an elective surgery, but for me, this is not a choice. This is not an elective surgery. This is the surgery that I need to feel whole and to feel more aligned in my body. And I don't know why I was looking at it like such an option. It's totally not. And I've really calmed down about the scar. It hasn't crossed my mind all week long, which is a lot. Like, that's really good for me. It was kind of just constantly on my mind, but it's almost like I look at my arm now and I see a scar, or I like try to imagine it that way, and it doesn't bother me as much. And I think with the electrolysis too, it's helped kind of put my mind in the right place of mentally and physically preparing for surgery. So it's almost like I enjoy electrolysis because it's like a physical, tangible step towards the surgery that is seemingly so far off. And so yeah, this surgery is not an option. And when I think of it that way, I just like let go of that weird control anxiety feeling, and I feel so at peace with it, and I get excited, and I just can't wait to finally feel complete in my body. And I understand that not everyone has the desire for bottom surgery. I'm just talking about my own self and my own experience. And yeah, looking forward to staying to pee and all those other benefits to this surgery for me. I am sad to lose this tattoo. I am going to contact the guy who did this tattoo for me, and I want to kind of get some ideas started to help me kind of cope a little bit with, you know, the scar, and then also kind of looking forward to a new tattoo. And I think that will be really helpful for me as well. And we'll see what we can come up with, or if I can kind of start putting some money away for a future tattoo, because tattoos are expensive as well. I'm also bulking, and I plan to do a physique update, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna do physique updates for my bulking season because I felt kind of self-conscious about it, but I really kind of come to terms and felt more at peace with bulking as well, because it's like I really do want to put on more muscle. And of course there's the downside of gaining fat along with muscle, but when I think about how your body works, and your body does things for you to protect you, and I don't want to feel ashamed of something my body does to keep me alive and to protect me, whether that's like a layer of fat or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't want to be ashamed of it, and in the long run it's helping me reach my goal. I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear about weight gain, they want to hear about weight loss, but the truth is that gaining weight and bulking is just as much as a struggle, both mentally and physically, as cutting and getting shredded, because I have never physically and calculated tried to gain weight, and this is a brand new ballgame for me, and I think that's why it is so weird mentally. But yeah, no one shows the weight gain, and so as much as I don't want to show that, I think that I will, because it's natural, so why not? Anyways, this video is long enough. I will get going, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace out, and I will see you next time.